Right, so can you start off giving us a little introduction to your applications and your company?
Sure. So my name is Sebastian de Halle. I'm one of the founder of Playfish, and we are a social games company. So we make games for friends to play together in a social context. So what we're here to announce today is one of our most popular games, which is a top 10 game on Facebook called Who Has the Biggest Brain, released for the first time on Android. And this is very exciting because for the first time you can play with your real-life friends on your Android phone. So you start the game, you're given 4 60-second tests, which spits out how big a brain you have in cubic centimeter in a very unscientific way. And then the fun starts by comparing that score with your real-life friends on Facebook via a Facebook Connect implementation. And that's really exciting because you see pictures of your friends on your Android phone and you can play anytime, anywhere. This is the first title that we're announcing, but we have a range of titles that are coming on Android. Overall, Playfish has around 30 million monthly active users playing our games. There's a huge community that really wants to extend the experience from the web onto their Android devices.
All right. So can you tell us a little bit about your decision to use the Android platform?
Absolutely. So the Playfish founding team has really deep roots in mobile. We've been doing games on mobile phones since about 2001. And one of the key reasons why we sort of moved away from the mobile platform and onto the web platform was for distribution. And now that Android comes into being as an open platform on mobile, we are incredibly excited to bring back some of the best of the web when it comes to distribution, marketplace, and connectivity on the internet, allowing to connect to third-party APIs, something that's always been very hard to do in a standard mobile ecosystem. So those distribution decisions were key for us to move onto the Android platform. In addition, the great interface, the touch screen, and the relatively high-end device are making for great gaming experiences. And our game have been designed with touchscreen in mind, so it makes for a very compelling end-user experience. I think the third aspect is the business model. So one thing is to have great distribution. The other one is to be able to monetize and build a business on the mobile platform. And traditionally, carriers have been famous for really squeezing the publisher and getting really high revenue share for themselves. And with Android as a platform, the ecosystem has been rebalanced, so to speak, with the revenue share that's publicly been announced as being 70% for the developer. And that's great news for us because that means that rather than spending time and money negotiating agreements with every single carrier, per country, we can focus all our energy and budgets on the product quality and benefit from the Google infrastructure and the Android marketplace to monetize our games.
All right. What's the biggest challenge you've had on the Android platform?
I think the biggest challenge is that the platform is new, and with new platforms come unforeseen challenges. Some are technical. I think games are usually very hungry in terms of device resources. We've pushed, I think, the OpenGL current capability to their limit in terms of getting a high frame rate, getting a smooth experience, and similarly getting audio, getting really time-based mechanics that feel right for the user has been a learning experience for us. The good news is that what we've learned is reusable in terms of framework for our next game, and so the game which we're already working on is being developed at least twice the speed, if not more.
All right. What's the biggest differentiator of Android versus other platforms?
Well, it's the openness of the platform is really the true differentiator. For us, our web view is around 1.5 billion people who are using the web on any given day, and there's 3.5 billion phones out there, right? And there's no open platform. So I think Android is really addressing a need that is very, very strong for us of offering an open platform cheaply to handset manufacturers. And with the announcement today of the number of new handsets that are coming, we'll see Android getting more traction, and we want to be part of that wave. We want to be one of the reasons why people move to Android and making them realize that there's great content available for those open platforms.
Okay. Are there any tips or tricks that you were able to do on the Android platform that you weren't on other platforms? Anything fun or interesting?
I think you know, one of the great realization of Playfish and who has the biggest brain has been that social connection. So the ability to create a very, very transparent end user experience that within 2 clicks, you know, connects you to your social graph, wherever it might be, in this case Facebook, you know, is a really powerful experience, because suddenly you see your phone in a different way. You see your phone as a window onto the real web. And you should see people when they first experience this, there's a big aha moment going, whoa, you know, all my friends who don't have an Android device, but are part of my group of friends, are suddenly invited as part of the experience on my phone. And that's a really cool moment.
What's your favorite aspect of the Android development process?
I think it's definitely been the development program. You know, the team has been incredibly supportive. Our development has been spread across continent, and from London to Mountain View, we've had, you know, fantastic support to answer some of our technical challenges, some of which were platform related, some of which were, you know, our learning experience, and addressing those together has been really a tremendous experience.
So you have a game that's about to be released on iGoogle?
That's right. As a matter of fact, it is the same game we just released on Android, Who Has the Biggest Brain, which is now available in the sandbox of iGoogle using your Google Friends. So that's another social graph we're trying to tap into, and for people who are using the iGoogle page, they'll be able to find Who Has the Biggest Brain as a gadget on the web, and then they'll be able, when they leave their PC, to take the Android phone and continue the experience. And this is the exactly same application, so they can practice and train their brain and share scores with their friends, you know, on their phone or on iGoogle.
Well, I want to thank you for your time and sharing your story with us, and hope you have a great rest of your day.
Great, thank you.